Now please put your hands together for your TCA Conquerors. Starting tonight, number 12, Jordan Martinez. Number 5, Brayden Riddick. Number 22, Luke Baker. Number 11, Tyler Chapman. And number 32, Mason Smith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Trinity Christian Academy, the home of the Conquerors. We are ready for an exciting junior varsity matchup between two of the best in the entire city of Jacksonville, the undefeated Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors and the very powerful Eagles from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. You're watching us live on TCA Conquerors Athletics on YouTube. And the Conquerors have a tough match ahead of them if they want to keep this perfect record going. 20 wins, no losses entering play tonight. Episcopal is 14-5. We'll tell you more as we get opportunities. But the opening tip-off goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Conquerors. Or check that, the Eagles. So it's going to be Conquerors ball. Only 3 seconds ticked off the clock. Conquerors are 20-0 on the season, coming off wins over Christ Church Academy on January 20th, Stanton College Prep on January 24th, and a big 64-14 win over Joshua Christian on Friday, January 27th. That's the last 2 or 3 ball games, rather, for the Conquerors. Both teams have had a chance in the early going and come away empty. Jordan Martinez has the ball swatted away, but a kick violation called against Episcopal, so the Conquerors will inbound. Ball game just underway, just 34 seconds in, and the Conquerors will inbound. Nobody has scored yet in case you're just now joining us. The Conquerors average 54.5 points per game. That's Tyler Chapman for 3. That one off the rim, and the rebound by Grady Knowles. Conquerors allow 34.1 points per game. They're shooting 40% from the field as a team, 22% from three-point range. And we have ourselves a whistle inside the paint. That is our first foul of the game, and it's going against TCA's Jordan Martinez on the floor. So the Eagles will inbound. The Conquerors are shooting 40% at the line. If they have any weakness, that is it. Free throw shooting. Ball stolen away by Martinez. Missed opportunity for Martinez and the Conquerors to get on the board first. And Grady Knowles will bring it quickly up the court for the Eagles. Once again, I'm doing it all on the camera as well as the announcing and the scorekeeping. So forgive me if I miss something as we have ourselves a traveling violation called against Episcopal. And again, the Conquerors have a chance to get on the board first. Pass inside to Baker. He goes up and gets the ball to spin through, and Luke Baker, who averages 6.3 points per game, gets the first basket of the night, and the Conquerors lead 2-0. Ball gets away, but is kept in the front court by Mitchell Flakus. I'm assuming that is the son of head coach Matt Flakus. As we have a three-pointer from the corner, and it's good. That is Mitchell Flakus with the 3. Stats are not available for the Eagles, but Matt Flakus, another one of a good line of basketball players from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. As we have ourselves a whistle. And that's going to be a pushing foul called against Episcopal's Thomas Irving, his first, also team foul number 1. We were saying in the Flakus family, Matt's brother, Mark Flakus, is a UNF Osprey as Luke Baker hits his second bucket of the night, and the Conquerors lead 4-3. Mark Flakus, a freshman on the University of North Florida Ospreys men's basketball team, a graduate of the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. Bounce pass to the outside. That's a three-pointer. It is off the rim. Kept in bounds by Martinez, but his pass stolen by Pratt. And a whistle as the Eagles stepped on the baseline, out of bounds, giving the ball to the TCA Conquerors. Episcopal is 14-5 on the season. They're coming off a win 45-16 over Wilson on Thursday, but then fell 60-51. That came at the hands of Westside on Friday night, and the shot misses and goes out of bounds. Conquerors holding on to a 1-point lead. 5:18 left to go in the first, and we have ourselves a foul called against the Eagles. There were two in on the play, and that foul is going to get called against John Pratt of Episcopal, his first, team foul number 2, and the Conquerors will inbound and go the length of the court. Pass to Martinez. He crosses the timeline. Goes 1-on-3 to the basket. Jordan Martinez is TCA's leading scorer at 13.4 points per game. Conquerors lead 6-3. We just passed the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Bounce pass to Flakus in the paint. Baker steals the pass attempt to Carroll. And then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Carson Carroll. So TCA will inbound. 4:48 left to go in the first quarter, and the Conquerors lead 6-3. Smith is double teamed inside the paint. Gives it up to Chapman, and a long pass towards Martinez was deflected. Martinez picks it up, spins around, and shoots the three. Got a little too much on it. Rebound by the Eagles. Baker able to avoid the blocking foul. Again, stats not available on the Eagles, and that's all right. They are a mighty fine junior varsity team, and that's going to be the first foul that will send a shooter to the line. Looked like Jordan Martinez. See if that's the call. Nope, I believe he called Braden Riddick for reaching in and grabbing the arm. 2 shots awarded to Mitchell Flakus, his first free throws. First free throws of the night for anybody on the court, and the first one is a little bit short. Hey, let us know you're watching us here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. I really enjoy seeing those names pop up on the screen. Especially if you're outside of Jacksonville, we'll be glad to give you a shout out. Number 2 from Flakus is good. He has all 4 of the Eagles' points. Conquerors lead 6-4 with 4:18 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Josiah Brown with the ball. He's now on the court for head coach J.P. Ellison. And the athletic directors of Trinity Christian Academy are Verlin Dormany and John Murphy. Worked outside to Chapman. That's for 3. It is short. Brown the rebound. Turnaround jumper. No good. And the ball batted around into the hands of Riddick. Tries to get the ball to Mason Smith, but it's intercepted by Augie Strada, wearing number 15 for the Eagles. Head coach of the JV Eagles, Mr. Matt Flakus, assisted by Davis Hall. And a bounce pass to Mitchell Flakus. Works it outside the arc. To the corner, and for 3. That's a little strong from Harrison Cavendish, and out of bounds. And it's going to be Conquerors' possession. The athletic director of Episcopal is Mr. Andy Kidd. The head of school is Reverend Adam Green, and the head of the upper school is Natalie Herford. My mistake, it is Episcopal's ball. Both teams had started to walk toward the backcourt as if the Conquerors were going to inbound. Missed the layup, rebound by Riddick. Conquerors looking to extend a current 2-point lead, and a blocking foul at midcourt. That will go against John Pratt. That is his second and team foul number 3 on the floor, so the Conquerors will inbound. Conquerors varsity girls get a bye in the first round of the district tournament that's going on tonight. So do the varsity girls from Episcopal. Those 2 teams meet tomorrow night at the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. Luke Baker called for the travel, giving the ball back over to the Eagles, who are now with an opportunity to either tie the score or take the lead with a three-point play. So the girls varsity basketball tournament for both Episcopal and TCA at Episcopal tomorrow night, a 7 p.m. tip-off time. Both teams having terrific seasons. The Conquerors, I believe, are 16-7 if I'm remembering correctly. And Episcopal, I forget their record, but I know they are doing very, very well in the district. Class 3A, District 3. Mason Smith gets the ball up top to Brown. Couldn't quite get around Carroll. I've done so many college games, I'm still looking for a shot clock. We don't have one in high school. Chapman with a pump fake, then misses the short jumper, and the rebound by Mitchell Flakus. Trinity Baptist College is in action. The women are playing at Johnson University of Florida right now. When I get an opportunity, I'm going to check on that score. Men will take the court down in Kissimmee a little bit later tonight after the women's game ends. That ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Eagles. That's a tight ball game down in Kissimmee with Trinity Baptist leading 33-31. Looks like they're heading into the halftime intermission. TBC Eagles women's basketball at Johnson University of Florida. Reverse layup does not go from Irving. Conquerors hanging on to their 2-point lead. That's a conference game for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. So you Episcopal fans, our college team, Trinity Baptist, also named the Eagles. And the men will play Johnson later tonight. That ball goes out of bounds off the foot of Josiah Brown over to the Episcopal Eagles, who once again have a chance to either tie the score or take the lead. There's a minute 36 remaining in the first quarter, a very low scoring first 8 minutes. Last night's game had a very late start, so the Conquerors and Joshua Christian, that was Friday night's game. The Conquerors and Matanzas last night played 4 6-minute quarters with a running clock because of the very late start of that ball game. Conquerors won that game 34-24 over Matanzas. So again, they are undefeated at 20 wins, no losses. Hello, Garrett Chapman, former Conqueror, now TCA graduate. Riddick goes up for the layup. Garrett is watching us during his chemistry lecture at UNF. Well, we won't tell the teacher, Garrett. I know you're in my class. You always paid perfect attention. Of course, my son Dean, he just graduated from UNF a little more than a month ago and is already working a full-time career at Fidelity. And a long pass all the way up the court. It looked like Kalani Smith might have gotten some fingertips on that shot, so he'll get credit for a blocked shot. But then we have a foul as a couple players come down. I didn't see if that was a foul. It could have been out of bounds because I didn't see the official signal to the scorer's table a foul. Either way, it's Conquerors leading 6-4 with 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter and a little housekeeping duty. Conqueror Luke Baker doing the honors. This is our final broadcast of the basketball season. Obviously, we're going to bring you the varsity game and a perfect pass and layup. Mitchell Flakus, the beneficiary of the pass. He has scored all 6 Eagles points. We're tied 6-6, 45 seconds left. Conquerors do still have a few home games, but I'll be doing Trinity Baptist College duties when those teams play again. Looks like the Conquerors are going to get their first free throws of the night. If I saw that correctly, the foul was called on Augie Strada, his first, team foul number 4, and Josiah Brown will shoot 2 for TCA. And number 1 is off the rim. In the Conquerors, they have a weakness. That's it right there at the line. Josiah Brown comes into tonight's play 42%. Missed the first. Number 2 is good. So he's on the board. The Conquerors now have a 1-point lead with 37.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Episcopal the golden opportunity to take their first lead of the night, trailing by just 1. Work to Flakus. Finds his way to the right side of the paint. Looks like they're playing for 1, but then making his move inside and getting the layup is Cavendish, giving the Eagles the lead with 18 seconds left as Brown has his pass deflected. Chapman picks it up, finds Riddick, back to Chapman. That is for 3. It is off the rim. 2 men giving chase, and coming away with the ball is Carroll. 3 seconds left, and no shot will be taken as time expires to end the first quarter. Episcopal leads 8-7, and we'll pause here for 60 seconds and be right back with quarter number 2 here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. The Conquerors will inbound to start the second quarter, trailing 8-7. Very low scoring first 8 minutes of play. Martinez brings it past midcourt. TCA now a chance to regain the lead. Their last lead was 7-6. And just seconds before first quarter ended, Cavendish got the layup. Baker a little wide to the right, and a rebound by Grady Knowles. 6 of the 8 points for Episcopal scored by Mitchell Flakus. He has a 3, a deuce, and a free throw, and that is Flakus going inside for the layup and drawing a foul that will put him at the line. Luke Baker called for his first. It's team foul number 3. Flakus went 1 for 2 in the first quarter, and the first of these 2 is good. He now has 7 and a 2-point lead for the Eagles pending free throw number 2. Very good crowd on hand here at Trinity Gymnasium, and it's going to keep on growing as we get closer to the varsity game. Flakus goes 2 for 2. He has 8, and the Eagles lead 10-7. Great pass from Martinez to Riddick. Riddick missed the shot, but drew a foul, and he will shoot 2. That's going against Augie Strada, his second, if I have it correct, and team foul number 5. And Riddick at the line. First of 2 is good. Riddick averages 11.3 points per game. And from the line, Riddick shooting 39%. And free throw number 2 is also good, so great job. And the Conquerors are going to have to make those free throws if they want to keep their perfect record going against a very tough Episcopal Eagles team. 10-9, a 1-point lead for the Eagles. 7:10 left to go in the second quarter. That's for 3. It is swished by Grady Knowles. And, of course, he gets a big hand from the Eagles fans in attendance. Of course, these two schools not that far apart. Episcopal just on the other side of the river. Almost right where Beach Boulevard and Atlantic Boulevard meet. That's Martinez. Pull-up jumper a little strong. And a rebound off the floor. Beard tipped it to Flakus, and that's Flakus carrying it up the right side or left side of the court. Work to the outside. Flakus with possession outside the arc. Eagles working the clock, looking for a good opportunity to add on to a current 4-point lead. That's Flakus for three. Good. Mitchell Flakus already has 11. The Eagles lead 16-9. And we have ourselves a timeout called by Coach J.P. Ellison of the Conquerors. Our first timeout for either head coach with the score Episcopal 16, Conquerors 9. We'll be back in just a minute. Conquerors with possession and 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. They're trailing by 7. The long three-pointer buried by Mitchell Flakus, his second of the night, following one from Grady Knowles. That's Chapman in response, but it's a little short and rebounded by Carson Carroll. Conquerors come into tonight's play 22% from beyond the arc. Most of our visiting teams have a little trouble distinguishing the three-point line for the college and the high school. These Eagles, they don't care. I've been watching this team for many years. They are not afraid to shoot from college or even NBA range. Martinez inside with his second basket of the night. Deficit still 5, though, for the Conquerors. These Episcopal Eagles at all levels, they will and can very well shoot the three-pointer. Flakus tries to get around Martinez, but a 3-second violation. Great defense by the freshman Jordan Martinez. Conquerors now could cut the deficit down to 3 or possibly 2. Josiah Brown with possession. That ball stolen away, and that's going to be an easy bucket. Doing the honors is Harrison Cavendish with the pick and the layup. And he gives his team back a 7-point lead. He came from the proverbial nowhere and made one fantastic play. Martinez being guarded well by Carroll. Goes inside and a foul. Coach Flakus calling for an offensive elbow. Looks like the call's going against the Eagles. Didn't see his signal of which player got called for the foul, but Martinez is at the line. And a first of 2 is a little wide to the left. See if I can tell on my replay monitor. Carson Carroll was called. That's his first. Team foul number 6. Martinez misses both. And a rebound by the Eagles. They work their way quickly up the court. Carroll's pass knocked away, grabbed by Riddick, and then we have ourselves a collision. And that is going against Harrison Cavendish. That is his first foul. It's team foul number 7, so Braden Riddick will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Riddick was 2 for 2 so far tonight, his only points, but still 4:18 left to go in the second quarter. And a 1-and-1 is a little short. Battle for the ball underneath, picked up by Flakus. Inside the paint, going up, and great reverse layup. William Beard, his first basket of the night. It is 20-11. Episcopal with a 9-point lead. That's Brown, 4-3 off the rim. Rebound, Flakus. This is Cavendish giving it up to Flakus. Eagles work the perimeter very well, looking for a good scoring opportunity. That is for three. It is off the rim and up and over the backboard, but didn't contact. The ball stayed in bounds, and Riddick pulled down the rebound. 3:20 to go with a 9-point lead for the Eagles. That's Martinez at midcourt. Conquerors now working the perimeter. Martinez gets around one man inside and misses the layup. Flakus there for the rebound. 3 minutes left until the intermission. Cavendish will direct traffic. Carroll guarded by Chapman, not closely enough for a count, however. And Flakus takes the pass, goes inside, misses the layup. Rebound and is then batted away by Brown, and Conquerors come away with possession, and they need to cut into this 9-point deficit. 2:25 and counting. Martinez, 4-3, a little short and rebounded by Flakus. And we have ourselves a whistle, a timeout called by head coach Matt Flakus, with his team leading 20-11 and 2:14 left in the second quarter. Back in a moment. Eagles now inbounding with a 9-point lead, 2:14 left to go. Again, I beg your pardon on some of these camera shots. I'm doing everything here tonight. Flakus, a pump fake, gives it up to Knowles. That's for three. It's off the rim. Eagles keep possession with the rebound, and Flakus might have rushed that one just a bit. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Conquerors, so Eagles will have possession after the substitution. Thomas Irving takes over for Episcopal. He's a new man on the court. Inbound pass hits off Chapman, goes out of bounds. So we'll do it again. 1:53 left in the second quarter, and Episcopal leads 20-11. This is Irving with possession, and they work the ball back to Irving. Bounce pass to Flakus. Double team. Eagles kick the ball back outside. Irving to Cavendish, and again they work the ball around the perimeter. Flakus pump fake, gets around Chapman, goes inside, misses the layup. He was looking for the foul, did not get the call. Martinez to Baker, who keeps the ball in play. Spin move by Martinez, shot a little strong and out of bounds. Ball hit off Cavendish, so the Conquerors catch a break and regain possession with 1:16 on the clock. Inbound pass to Martinez. Plenty of time to size up the three, and he buries a long range. Martinez now has 7, the deficit down to 6. Episcopal looking to pick it up again, but the ball's stolen by Brown. 1-on-1, then he finds Riddick, and the Conquerors work the move to perfection with Riddick coming up from behind. Credit Brown not trying to do too much himself. Saw the opportunity for the bucket, got it off to Riddick, and a good move on the pump fake by Thomas Irving, and then he shoots it from the line. his first basket of the night. 38 seconds left, now 35, and the Eagles lead 22-16. Martinez is blocked by Flakus and a foul. His hand got all ball. The official is saying body contact. That will send Jordan Martinez to the line for two. He missed both attempts earlier in the quarter. Flakus very unhappy with the call. Martinez 30% from the line. And the first of two, I saw the replay on the YouTube feed. The legs made contact. That was the reason for the call. First one does not go. Again, the Conquerors against Episcopal need to take advantage of scoring points with the clock stopped. Substitution, John Pratt back onto the court for the Eagles. Second free throw, good. That's 8 points for Martinez, 22-17 the score. Eagles lead by 5, 22 seconds left. Pratt, double team, could not get inside. Ball kicked back to the outside of the arc. Cavendish now guarded by Riddick near midcourt. 5 seconds left. That is for three. It's off the rim. Flakus rebound. Will he get off a shot? No. That'll bring us to the halftime intermission with the score. Episcopal 22, Trinity Christian 17. The Eagles got 14 in the second quarter. The Conquerors got 10. And there you see on the screen the halftime score. We'll take a break for the intermission, and we'll be back for quarter number 3. You're watching TCA Conquerors JV Basketball on TCA Conquerors on YouTube. Trinity Baptist women's basketball leads Johnson University of Florida 46-41 with 2:55 left to go in the third quarter. And right now, the third quarter of our junior varsity game is underway with Episcopal leading 22-17. The Conquerors' perfect record on the line, and they're going to have to battle from behind against a terrific Eagles JV team. Give you the first half numbers in just a moment, and that's going to be a foul against Luke Baker. Great sportsmanship, making sure that Grady Knowles is all right. And for Baker, that is his second personal foul. First team foul of the second half, and it sends Grady Knowles to the line. He scored 3 points in the first quarter, but Mitchell Flakus leads everybody with 11. Harrison Cavendish, 4. William Beard and Thomas Irving each have 2 for Episcopal, and that's point number 4 for Grady Knowles. 2 fouls each from Augie Strada, John Pratt, and 1 each from Thomas Irving, Carson Carroll, Harrison Cavendish, and Mitchell Flakus. For the Conquerors, Jordan Martinez leads TCA with 8 points in the first half. Braden Riddick and Luke Baker each had 4. Free throw number 2 does not go. Baker pulls it down, and Josiah Brown had a free throw. 2 fouls now for Luke Baker, just 1 each from Braden Riddick and Jordan Martinez. So you're up to date in case you missed any of the action in the first half. Conquerors trail by 6. Spin move from Baker off the glass and the rim and out of bounds, and it's going to stay Conquerors ball. Last touched, if I saw it correctly, by Thomas Irving. 7:20 left in the third, still a whole lot of time left. Chapman takes the inbound pass, works his way inside, basket is good, and 1. So Chapman will go to the line, and the foul is called. John Pratt, if I saw correctly, his third. Again, the official does not really hold up the fingers all that much, but Chapman completes a 3-point play, cuts the deficit in half, 23-20 Episcopal. Change that foul to Mitchell Flakus as it's been put on the scoreboard now. Juliana Scott working the scoreboard for us here in the gymnasium. A beautiful move and a reverse layup by Thomas Irving. Of course, Juliana Scott, then Juliana Calise, before her wedding last year. Trinity Baptist College women's basketball All-American during her playing days. She's now the junior high girls head coach and the varsity girls assistant coach. And again, in case you've missed the announcement, varsity girls basketball district tournament game at Episcopal, Trinity Christian and Episcopal, both getting byes tonight, and they will meet up at Episcopal tomorrow. That ball goes out of bounds. And it is going to be Episcopal's ball, last touched by Baker of the Conquerors. Well, that's what I thought anyway. The official says it is Conquerors' ball. And Trinity Baptist women have a 2-point lead over Johnson, 49-47, with just about a minute left in the third quarter. Josiah Brown goes off the glass, no good. Flakus with the rebound. Trinity Baptist men's basketball won 8 in a row until Friday night when they had that winning streak snapped by Bob Jones University. Their 8th in a row included a 4-overtime victory. That was their 8th win in a row over Florida Gateway College last Monday night. They won that game 119-115. 4 overtimes. That's Brown trying to go up and getting stripped and drawing the foul. I believe that was Irving. That is correct, and that is number 2 on Thomas Irving, and team foul number 2 for the Eagles, sending Brown to the line. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. And the first of 2 is good. And Brown hit his first. And number 2 is good. So he goes 2 for 2. 3 for 4 total in the game is Josiah Brown. Episcopal leads 25-22, 5:32 and counting left in the third quarter. Very good crowd here at Trinity Gymnasium. That one goes out of bounds. It is Conquerors ball. Fans are still pouring in to catch the end of the JV game and then the varsity matchup. What we're going to do when the JV game ends, we're going to stop the feed and start up a brand new one just before the tip-off between the varsity Conquerors and Eagles. So you'll keep watching your screen. You'll see the red live indicator. Foul's called against Harrison Cavendish. That is his second. Team foul number 3. Conquerors inbound. They work the ball up court without it touching the floor, but then the pass is picked off by Cavendish into the hands of Flakus. And that's Flakus bringing it up to the arc. Cavendish nearly lost control, but was able to hold on. And a pull-up layup spins around and comes out. Baker with the rebound. One of those that looked like it was destined to go through the nylon, but just would not fall. Battle for the ball. Alternating possession is with the Eagles. That's our first jump ball of the night. Conquerors inbounded to start the quarter, so Episcopal has the arrow with 4:51 left. Third quarter, 25 for Episcopal, 22 for the Conquerors. That's Cavendish, double team, keeps him outside the paint. Eagles, though, they're not afraid to take that long shot, as we said earlier. They love shooting the three, and they're usually very good at it. And we have a foul against the Conquerors. That's Braden Riddick, or check that, Mason Smith with his first. Team foul number 2. Brown almost intercepted the pass, but Flakus tracked it down. The ball hits off his foot. No final word from the official just yet. He's talking with Coach Flakus as he passes by, and it did hit off a Conqueror, so it is Episcopal ball. Home fans, of course, unhappy with the call, but it is Episcopal with possession. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter, and a 3-point lead. Flakus nearly lost possession, regained control. That's Carroll going up off the rim. Rebound Chapman. Lonnie Smith in the backcourt with Chapman. They need to get it across midcourt. They do. Chapman takes it all the way, misses the layup. Baker with the rebound. Second chance, no. And Episcopal's John Pratt keeps the ball in play. We just passed the 4-minute mark. That is Flakus missing the layup. Defense by the Conquerors forced Flakus to change his shot. Brown gets through 2 men, but the third one could not get through, and the Eagles pick one off. And a timeout with 3:32 left to go in the third quarter, and the Conquerors trailing 25-22. Coach Flakus calling for the 32nd timeout. We'll keep it right here. Season coming to an end this week. The Conquerors have 2 more home games. Both the JV and the varsity Conquerors will be here, barring any changes, Thursday and Friday. The Florida School for the Deaf and Blind is here Thursday night, and then senior night for the varsity team, but the JV will play at 5:30 against River City Science Academy. Unfortunately, we will not be able to live stream those games. I do have Trinity Baptist College duties both Thursday and Friday. So this is our final night of live streaming Conquerors basketball. We hope you've been able to enjoy the games that we've been able to live stream. I, of course, also do work for the University of North Florida and Jacksonville University, so I'm a busy man outside of my teaching duties as well. And a foul. That's going against TCA's Luke Baker. That's his third. Team foul number 3, and Grady Knowles will shoot 2. He is 1 for 2. They both came this quarter. And a first of 2 off the front of the rim. TBC Eagles lead Johnson 51-48. That's the women's game. They're just now started the fourth quarter. Free throw number 2 is good. So Knowles goes 1 for 2. He's 2 for 4 on the night. Eagles lead by 4, 26-22. Conquerors looking to cut into that 4-point deficit. They could cut it in half or get to within a point. Chapman pull-up jumper, a little strong. And a rebound by Knowles. Knowles takes it all the way up court, but he is stripped by Brown. 2 men to beat. 2 come up from behind, but Brown beats them to the hole and lays it in. He now has 5, and it's a 2-point game. And Baker blocks the shot, but makes body contact and is called for the foul. That is number 4 on Luke Baker. And it will send Flakus to the line for 2. Flakus has 11 points, 3 of those from the line in 4 attempts. And that first one is no good. I was able to see the 30-second delay on YouTube and the body contact from Baker. That was the correct call. Free throw number 2, in and out. Rebound by Episcopal's Augie Strada. They maintain possession. 2:40 left in the third. Strada almost lost control and might have gotten away with a double dribble. And going inside and putting one in is Knowles. That is his 7th point of the night. It's a 4-point lead, 28-24, 2:20 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Baker just outside the paint, works his way in, high off the glass and rim, no good. Flakus with the rebound. This is Pratt, a spin move on Chapman and a short jumper. His first basket of the night gives Episcopal a 6-point lead at 30-24. Baker at the line, little strong. Battle for the ball inside the paint. Baker comes up with possession, goes up for the shot, draws the foul. He will shoot 2. Foul's called on Grady Knowles. That's his first. Team foul number 4. Freshman Luke Baker at the line, his first free throws of the night. And number 1 is good. He got the bounce off the front of the rim. Baker on the season, now 18 for 31. Two new Eagles on the court as Baker gets ready to go 2 for 2, which he does. Baker did his job at the line, and he will head off. He has 4 fouls. Jordan Martinez takes his spot with 1:38 left in the third quarter. Episcopal 30, Trinity Christian 26. 2 terrific JV teams on the court. You're watching one very good, tight basketball game. We expected that when we knew these 2 teams would hook up. And going inside but missing the layup is Pratt. Ball loose on the floor and a jump ball. The arrow is with the Conquerors. Still a 2-point game down in Kissimmee. TBC Eagles lead 55-53 with 8 minutes left. Every time I've checked, Trinity Baptist has had the lead. That game has been extremely tight since it tipped off at 5 p.m. Martinez for 3, wide to the left, didn't get the bounce. Rebound by Strada. Couple of TCA baseball players walking in front of the camera. You saw Jacob Miller, the Jacksonville University commit, so I might get to do a couple of his games next year. I'll get to do some UNF baseball. TCA's own Eric Foraker getting ready to make his collegiate debut as a freshman for the UNF Ospreys. And a foul will be called on Braden Riddick, his second. Team foul number 5. Heading to the line will be John Pratt. He has not taken a free throw yet tonight. 2 points and a chance to extend a current 4-point lead with 32.6 on the clock. First of 2, in and out. Eagles are 5 for 11 with that missed free throw a moment ago from Pratt. And number 2 is no good, so they are now 5 for 12. I'll tally up the Conquerors' free throws at the break. Martinez guarded well by Beard. 16 to shoot, inside to Smith. Martinez, 4-3, off the rim, and looked good. Got a little too much on it. 5 seconds left. Flakus guarded by Martinez. Spin move, and a basket is good. That is 13 for Mitchell Flakus, and at the end of 3, it's Episcopal 32 and the Conquerors 26. Fourth quarter ready to begin. The Conquerors trying to keep their perfect record alive, but they will have to come from behind, trailing by 6, 32-26, and the fourth quarter is now underway. Eagles again working the perimeter. They've done a terrific job of that all night long. Flakus guarded by Riddick. Pass to Pratt. Lost the ball, but got it right back and laid it in. His second basket, he has 4 points. Mitchell Flakus hit that buzzer beater short jumper right at the end of the third quarter. He's a leading scorer with 13. 34-26, 8-point lead for the Eagles. Martinez at the top of the arc finds Brown to the right side. Brown on top of the TC logo. Coming up on the 7-minute mark. Bounce pass to Riddick. He'll draw the foul and go to the line. The foul is called on John Pratt. That is his third. Riddick is 2 for 3 at the line. And the first of 2 is no good. Ball hit the rim, spun around, started to drop, but the spin of the ball forced it to come out. And number 2 is a little short off the rim. The Conquerors are now 8 for 15 at the line. Episcopal is 5 for 12. Both teams missing opportunities to put points on the board at the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. An unforced error gives the ball back to the Conquerors. They trail 34-26 with 6:44 left to play. We are in the fourth quarter. Martinez gets to the baseline, but is guarded, finds Riddick, and Braden Riddick has 6, and a terrific pass by Martinez. Carson Carroll made sure Martinez didn't get any closer. Martinez found the open man, and it paid off. Still a 6-point game. Eagles lead 34-28. And a terrific move into the left side of the lane. Grady Knowles lays it in. He has 9, and the lead is back up to 8. Conquerors need to get some stops. Spin move by Baker. That one gets the bounce off the backboard and the rim. Baker has 8. It's a 6-point lead for Episcopal. Pratt runs the baseline, works it back outside. Flakus now at the top of the arc. Spin move on Brown, and a foul. That's number 1 on Josiah Brown. That will send Flakus to the line. He has 13 total points. He is 3 for 6 at the line. And a first of 2 off the front of the rim. Again, both teams have struggled at the line. Conquerors are 8 for 15. Episcopal 5 for 13, pending free throw number 2 from Flakus. That is no good. Eagles, though, keep possession with the rebound. 5:26 and counting. Knowles hands off to Flakus. Eagles keep the ball outside, and with the lead, we'll see if they start to work down the clock. There's still a lot of time left, though. Still just over 5 minutes. This is Knowles inside the paint, gets through 2 defenders. Excellent ball movement by the Eagles, and Knowles lays it in. 38-30 at the timeout with 4:51. And the Conquerors, with their perfect record on the line, trail by 8. Conquerors inbound at midcourt, looking to cut into an 8-point deficit, 4:45 and counting. TBC Eagles women's basketball tied with Johnson University of Florida at 64 with about 4:40 remaining. Baker to the right side of the paint, contact, no call. Flakus pulls down the rebound, and Conquerors fans unhappy with the non-call. Crowd still coming in. We expect standing room only throughout the varsity game. We're almost there now. And again, the Eagles with an 8-point lead look like they are starting to work down the clock. That is Carroll with possession. He gives it up to Knowles to the corner. And Episcopal will keep the ball well outside the perimeter. A high pass almost got away from Irving. Just past the 4-minute mark. Conquerors playing his own defense. No shot clock, so the Eagles can use up as much time as Trinity's defense will allow them. Riddick now gets on to force a count. Pass to Irving on the side. And again, the Eagles working the clock. 3:30 left. Strategy by Coach Flakus. We'll see if it pays off. A great pass inside. Almost went out of bounds, but no, Strata kept it in play. The Eagles have used almost 2 minutes off the clock without putting up a shot. Now going inside and drawing the foul is Grady Knowles. He will shoot 2. We'll see who gets called for the foul. That is Luke Baker. Grady Knowles misses the first. Now I have Baker at 4, but the scoreboard says number 3 on Baker. That's official. That's what we'll go with. Knowles missed his first, and number 2 is good. Eagles are 6 for 16 from the line. The Conquerors are 8 for 15. Missed opportunity for the Conquerors. Rebound. John Pratt, and a whistle. And we have ourselves a timeout with 2:48 to go, and the Eagles leading by 9. Back in a moment. Conquerors need to get the ball, and Episcopal is working down the clock with a 9-point lead. A great pass inside. Baker, all ball, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Episcopal's possession, but a very good defensive play by Baker. Turnaround jumper is good from Grady Knowles. He has 14. He's now the leading scorer on the court. It is an 11-point lead for the Eagles. Riddick for 3. A little wide to the right. Baker keeps it in play. Martinez for 3. Good! Conquerors needed that one, and Jordan Martinez provided it. It's 41-33. 2 minutes left right now. Chapman gets on top of the ball carrier. Carroll gives it up to Knowles. 150 and counting. Baker on defense. Knowles inside the paint. Basket is good. And a foul. He will have a chance at a three-point play. The foul is called on Jordan Martinez. That is number 4 on Martinez. Knowles has 16 and a chance at a three-point play. Basket went in. Here is his shot. It is good. $17 now for Grady Knowles. 44-33, a minute 42 and counting. And a traveling violation will give it back to Episcopal with a minute 40 left to go. Eagles will inbound. Oh, my mistake on the camera. Martinez on guard of Pratt, and a foul. If I have it right, that's number 5. We'll see if that is correct. It is team foul number 8. That is correct. Martinez picked up his 5th foul, so he will head off with 11 points. He leads the Conquerors, and at the line for the 1-and-1, team foul number 9, rather, John Pratt. 1:29 left to go. Episcopal leads 44-33. And the 1-and-1 is up and no good. Ball on the floor and rolls out of bounds. It'll be Conquerors' ball. 1:26 left. Brown across midcourt. Brown with the jumper, a little short. And this one goes out of bounds. It is going to be Conquerors' ball. One of the Eagles tried to bounce it off a Conqueror, but came up a little short. Riddick for 3 off the side of the backboard. Chapman for 3, wide to the right. Rebound Flakus, and a foul on Baker. That is team foul number 10, so that's a double bonus for Mitchell Flakus. Number 4 on Luke Baker. Flakus has 13. Minute 4 left to go. And number 1 is off the rim. TBC women lead Johnson by 1 point, 73-72 with 39 seconds left. Go TBC, and Flakus misses both. Baker with the rebound. 1 minute left. Chapman to Brown, runs a baseline and draws a foul. That's going to go against Mitchell Flakus, his 3rd. That will send Josiah Brown to the line. He's 3 for 4. He has 5 total points. And the first 2 is a little strong. It's team foul number 6, but with under a minute left, pretty much a moot point. 44-33. The Eagles will go to 15-5 on the season, as Brown's 2nd free throw is good. He has 6. It's a 10-point lead for the Eagles. The Conquerors won their first 20 games, but Episcopal has snapped that winning streak and stopped the perfect record of the Conquerors. Credit the Episcopal Eagles. They played a terrific game. 41 seconds left. TBC has extended the lead to 2 over Johnson, 74-72 with 25 seconds left. Of course, we here at TCA, we're also TBC Eagles fans as well, sharing the campus and all facilities with the Conquerors. 29 seconds left and a whistle. Fouls against the Conquerors. Again, Episcopal's in the double bonus. Josiah Brown picks up his 3rd. A free throw gives Trinity Baptist a 3-point lead with 27 seconds left. This is John Pratt shooting 2. First one a little short. Again, Episcopal trouble at the line, but they've done well everywhere else, inside the paint and beyond the arc. Free throw number 2, no good. 27 seconds to go. Baker across midcourt, his pass out of bounds. We'll call co-players of the game Grady Knowles and Mitchell Flakus. They have combined for 30 of the 44 points on the board. So co-players of the game, Episcopal's Mitchell Flakus with 13 and Grady Knowles with 17. And a traveling violation will give it back to the Conquerors with 13 seconds left. I'm also trying to keep an eye on that final score. 20 seconds left at Johnson. They're in a timeout right now. Chapman for three. It's a little strong. Lakis will pull it down, and that's going to do it. So the final score, Episcopal 44. Trinity Christian 34. The Eagles are now 15-5 on the season. The Conquerors still a fantastic job. 20 wins and just one loss with 2 left to play. We're going to stop the feed right now. We'll start up a new one right as the varsity game is ready to begin. You're watching TCA Conquerors Athletics. Thank you for joining us.